I'm tired. I'm fucking tired. And I have to sit here and shit all over this fucking show. Ladies and gentlemen, for what I'm about to tell you, the following words that are about to come out of my fucking mouth will trigger people. Eventually, they will trigger people to a point where I just don't give a shit. Where I don't give a shit. SmackDown Live tonight. If you rate this show a 7 out of 10, an 8 out of 10, a 9 out of 10, or a 10 out of 10 show, you're a casual dumb fuck with no fucking IQ. You rate this show a 7 out of 10, an 8 out of 10, a 9 out of 10, or a 10 out of 10. You're the most dumbest wrestling fan in this fucking community. No bullshit. No cap. There will be somebody tweeting on Twitter, oh, this was a good show. SmackDown was a good show. People told me last night that Monday Night Raw last night was a good show. Let me hit you with some facts real quick. This week's episode of Monday Night Raw, which featured a main event of Seth Rollins versus Braun Strowman that ended in a no contest after the Fiend Bray Wyatt took out Strowman, drew in an average 2.21 million rating. This was down from last week's viewership of 2.27. Oh, you thought that was bad. This gets worse. Yeah, people want to say, oh, Raw last night was a good show. Hour 1, they enjoyed 2.37 million viewers. 2.37. Hour 2, it goes from 2.37 to a 2.21. Wow. And then hour 3, it goes from a 2.21 to a 2.04. Yeah, people want to say Raw was a good show. Yeah, people want to say Raw is a good fucking show. You people on Twitter make me sick. Speaking of people that making me sick, Jess. Oh boy. If you support Slice Wrestling at this point, there's no saving you in this fucking community. There's no fucking saving you. There's no even of an afterthought. You're an afterthought. If you support Slice Wrestling, you are an afterthought. You are a virgin. You probably still living in fucking mother's basement who can't find a real job. Oh, but people can't handle the truth on social media. Well, guess what? If you can't handle the truth on Twitter, get the fuck off of Twitter. It's just that simple. There will be people like me, Storms, and everybody else in this community that's going to give you logic and teach you a thing or two about logic on social media. Oh, but Christopher, you have to share people's opinions. Yeah, with logic. If you're talking to me about wrestling and you do not give me any type of logic, you're a casual dumb fuck. It's just that simple. Just that simple, folks. Imagine supporting a low-life dumb fuck like Slice Wrestling. Imagine. I had to expose so many people on Twitter today. It's not even fucking funny. It's not even fucking funny at this point. Hell, I can't save you. Hell, I don't want to save you. To be honest with you, I don't want to save you. If you support Slice Wrestling, you're a fucking casual dumb fuck on social media who don't know any fucking better. You probably have an IQ of a fucking squirrel. There's no saving you, folks. There's no saving you. Honestly, in my honest opinion, there's no saving you at all. SmackDown Live tonight. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna shit on this show tonight. How come on the final SmackDown Live on USA Network, you want to put me to sleep by 9 o'clock? Same thing as Raw last night. Raw put me to sleep by 9 o'clock last night. SmackDown, the exact same thing. Same show, same arena, same result. Garbage. Boring. Raw was boring last night. SmackDown was even that much more boring than Raw was last night. Mind you, the only best part of the entire show was Daniel Bryan versus Eric Rowan. That match was decent. That match was pretty decent. And Otis fucking taking a fucking selfie with Mandy Rose. Did you see her fucking face expression? Hilarious. I swear, there has to be a fucking meme somewhere on social media. My fucking God. Hilarious. And then we come to the end of SmackDown Live tonight. We got a Kevin Owens Shane McMahon segment over this fucking lawsuit. Turns out that we're getting a fucking ladder match between the two men. Can I ask, when is this match going to happen? Hell in a Cell? Or is this match going to happen on Friday Night SmackDown next week? Oh, and speaking of Friday Night SmackDown, there's one particular match that I'm going to shit all over in this fucking review. I'll give you a hint, folks. We got this same matchup 2 weeks ago at Madison Square Garden on Monday Night Raw. Yeah, people want to say on social media back then, oh, this match is so important because it's Madison Square Garden. Let me guess what you're going to say. Oh, the match is so important because it's the first show on Fox. Oh, the match is so important because it's the fucking Staples Center in Los Angeles. We seen this match 2 weeks ago, folks. There's your fucking hint. We got the match 2 weeks ago, and we're getting a match again next Friday. Can I ask why? Can I ask why? Folks, get your popcorn, get your beverage ready, because I'm going to shit all over this fucking show right here on the SmackDown review right here on the Reality Podcast. Get your popcorn and your beverage ready. Can AEW Dynamite can come any fucking sooner? Can NXT come any fucking sooner? This show sucked tonight. Just know. This show fucking sucked. And to be honest with you, if I'm JD, I wouldn't even review this show tonight. That's how garbage it was. The fact that you have fucking Kairi Sane, Asuka, and Ember Moon chase after the 24/7 championship, this company is a fucking joke. A fucking joke. This company's a fucking joke. This company does not deserve the services of Ember Moon, Asuka, and Kairi Sane. At this point, send them back down to NXT. Send them back down to NXT. If you have no plans for them, send them right back down to Full Sail University for NXT. You might as well. You might as well. This company's a fucking joke. A joke. Let me say this right now. AEW Dynamite, you better blow me away fucking week 1 next week. You better blow me the fuck away next week. You better. NXT tomorrow, since we're getting fucking Keith Lee and Dijakovic tomorrow night on NXT, they better blow the fucking roof out of Full Sail University tomorrow night. My God. After what Kenny said on his interview, and I covered it on the podcast, my God. I bet Dominic Dijakovic and Keith Lee, they better blow the fucking roof out of fucking Full Sail University tomorrow night. You better. You better. This show fucking sucked. And if you give this show a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, you're a fucking joke. You're a fucking joke in this fucking community. No fucks given. No fucks given. I don't give a fuck who I shit on. I don't give a fuck at this fucking point. Think I care? Nope. Nope. Yeah, we got somebody on social media that wants to clout chase certain YouTubers for no fucking reason. Yet there's fucking cretins and degenerates and dumbasses on social media who want to support this dumb fuck on Twitter. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm your boy Chris. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel on this Tuesday, September 24th, 2019. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel. If you guys thought that SmackDown Live was boring tonight, I'm one of them. Hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. What were your thoughts of SmackDown Live tonight? Also, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to show your support by hitting that subscribe button down below and turn on those bells, guys, for all notifications. Monday Night Raw reviews live on the channel right now. Mysterio versus Rollins for the Universal title next week is being confirmed. Ray won a fatal 5-way match last night on Raw. Probably the best match of the night, and he's facing Rollins for the Universal Championship next week on Monday Night Raw. Or should I say the season premiere of Monday Night Raw. Link to this Raw review will be in the annotation above that you see at the upper right-hand corner of your screen. Check out episode 60 of the Reality Podcast that I uploaded this past Sunday. No, it was Monday. Monday. Yes, Monday. Monday. Early yesterday. Early Monday. Kenny Omega shoots on NXT. He says that NXT stars are nothing but developmental talent while AEW has real stars. If I'm fucking Keith Lee and Dominic Dijakovic, I'm watching this fucking interview and I'm blowing the fucking roof out of Full Sail University tomorrow night on NXT on the USA Network. Link to episode 60 of the podcast will be in the annotation above that you see on the upper hand corner of your screen. Check out episode 59 of the Reality Podcast as well. Brock Lesnar and Kofi Kingston. We explain why Brock and Kofi arc is confirmed for SmackDown Live next week. Link to this video will be in the annotation above that you see in the upper hand corner of your screen. And also check out NXT review for this past Wednesday. Adam Cole's prophecy is officially complete, and that is undisputed. On a very great episode of NXT this past Wednesday, we should expect nothing more from NXT tomorrow night as we got Keith Lee going one-on-one with Dominic Dijakovic. That match should be a 5-star classic tomorrow on NXT. Link to NXT review will be in the annotation above that you see in the upper hand corner of your screen. This is the official home of the Reality Podcast, so make sure you're following your boy Chris on social media. Twitter, Chris was Long, and Snapchat, Chris was Hated. And like I said, folks, if you guys are enjoying the content, be sure to show your support by hitting that subscribe button down below and turn on those bells, guys, for all notifications. Let's begin SmackDown Live review tonight from the brand new Chase Center in San Francisco, California. SmackDown Live review kicked off tonight with Eric Rowan. This already put me to sleep. His promo put me to fucking sleep. Just know. Eric Rowan came down prepared to make a statement to the entire WWE universe. Rowan said destroying Daniel Bryan last week was a work of art and it was getting plenty of heat, and "you suck" chants filled up the arena. He wanted respect and said that fans see him as less than human. He says things have changed now, and what matters now is whether you can destroy and dominate. He said Roman and Daniel Bryan knows he's right, and they're afraid. Then Daniel Bryan's music hit, and then got a face pop, so all of a sudden Daniel Bryan's turned babyface again. Bryan walked out in full gear and said, if Roman wants respect, then fight me right now. Then a referee came up, the ref separated two men, and we got a fucking impromptu one-on-one match between Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan. I'm not gonna lie to you, this match was decent. At best, decent. Decent, folks. Decent. Now, I'm used to Daniel Bryan as a heel now after what happened. With everything else with fucking Daniel Bryan as a heel, I loved it. I love Daniel Bryan as a heel. When they introduced Eric Rowan, I thought Rowan and Daniel was a great pairing. You know, Daniel Bryan was the champion. Eric Rowan was like somewhat of his bodyguard and stuff like that. Shit like that. I loved Eric Rowan and Daniel Bryan together as heels. Now with this whole Roman Reigns Scooby-Doo Mystery Inc. fucking investigation going on, we found out that Eric Rowan was indeed the guy that was behind the backstage incident that happened with Roman Reigns just a few months ago. Now, I'm just fucking confused as fuck now. Daniel Bryan's now all of a sudden a babyface? Don't get me wrong, I love Daniel Bryan, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, you could have just gave me Daniel Bryan, Eric Rowan, and Luke Harper as a faction targeting Roman Reigns? That sounds pretty logical to me. But Daniel Bryan now turning babyface, I don't even know what to even say here. I tweeted on Twitter, I did this emoji. Hashtag SmackDown Live. I don't even know what to think about this. I really don't. I really don't. But Eric Rowan wins. Obviously, the heel has to win here. Bryan hits a missile drop kick. When they went back inside, he hyped himself up before nailing some yes kicks. Rowan caught Bryan on a dive, but Daniel transitioned from a guillotine into a label lock. Suddenly, Harper was there, and Bryan hit a suicide dive. Harper hit him and tossed him back, where Rowan hit an iron claw slam while Bryan's foot was wrapped in the ropes. I think it was his right leg was wrapped in the ropes. Oh, I think his left leg. I think it was his left or his right. I don't really know. I don't really care. That was weird. Then he hit another iron claw slam for the 3 count. Eric Rowan wins. He beats Daniel Bryan. Of course, the heel has to win here. After the match, Rowan and Harper went to clean up the announce table, and then Roman Reigns came out for the save. Roman hit a Superman punch and a drive-by, but the numbers game caught up to him. They were about to put Roman through the table, but Bryan woke up. Daniel took out Harper with a running knee, and then Rowan was trying for an iron claw slam, but Roman speared Eric Rowan. Daniel Bryan grabbed the mic and asked if the people wanted to see himself. Roman kicked Rowan and Harper's disrespectful asses. Then the fans popped for it. I'm here telling myself, after watching this, I'm telling myself, it's only a matter of time before we get Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns in a tag team match against Eric Rowan and Luke Harper at Hell in a Cell. You saw the beginning of the show. You spoke to yourself. It's inevitability that we're getting a tag team match at Hell in a Cell. And guess what? During the show, they announced the tag team match for Hell in a Cell. Rowan and Harper against Bryan and Roman. Ask me if I care about this match. Ask me if I care. Now, I said this before. I'm going to sit here and say it again. The reason why Roman Reigns is in this storyline is because Roman does not have to be involved in the world title picture right now. Especially when he just came back from cancer. Especially when he just came back from cancer. I said this on Twitter. Many people agreed. I'm going to say it here again on SmackDown Review. Brock is going to win the title from Kofi Kingston on October 4th next week on Friday Night SmackDown. On the Fox debut next week. Brock is going to win the title from Kofi. Roman is going to win the Rumble in 2020, only for Roman to face Brock at WrestleMania for the coveted WWE Championship, and Roman wins the title from Brock. Marketing Roman Reigns' big comeback from cancer. You know Vince is itching to put Roman Reigns in a world title picture. Expect it to happen. I already know what's going to happen between now and WrestleMania. I already know. The title's going to Brock, from Brock to Roman. And then from Roman, maybe, crossing my fingers, maybe Aleister Black. Maybe. I don't really care about this tag team match for Hell in a Cell. Do you care? No. Good. Kofi Kingston's interview. Now, one thing I like about this interview was that Michael Cole was instructing this interview. I want to see more of Michael Cole being involved in these backstage interviews. I do. I think this is one of his best roles. I believe anything. This is his best role right now. So, Michael Cole is interviewing Kofi Kingston. Kingston tried to get Michael Cole to be more enthusiastic, but it didn't work. Kofi was asked why he accepted Brock Lesnar's challenge. He said that he's a fighting champion and there's no way to prepare for Brock Lesnar. Kofi's on top of his game and he's defeated a lot of top guys, so he feels pretty good. He always feels pressure, but he also feels like this is an amazing opportunity for the company and Fox, so he wants to face Lesnar. He said that people think Lesnar is going to come in and have his way with him and walk out as champion, but he's not going to let it go down that easily. Kofi was pretty confident that he'll defeat Brock Lesnar. He says, I feel good. And then he ends up saying that after SmackDown, October 4th, he's still going to be your WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I will save this right now. I'm going to save this right now. This was a good interview. Kofi looked serious. This is what I want to see from Kofi Kingston next week. When Kofi makes his entrance next week, I don't want to see Kofi throwing pancakes and gyrating around the fucking ring. I don't want to see that next week. Look, Kofi, who the fuck you're facing next week. You're facing the same guy, and I cannot believe I'm saying this, and I'm wearing his fucking t-shirt as well. So God help me. Kofi, you are facing the guy that ended the streak of the fucking Undertaker. Take this man serious. If Kofi Kingston walks out of that curtain next week, if he comes out of Gorilla and goes onto the stage and he comes out with fucking pancakes and gyrating, I will call Kofi Kingston one of the worst WWE champions of all time. Of all time. People thought that Jinder was the worst champion of all time. If Kofi Kingston walks out next week on SmackDown Live with pancakes, flipping pancakes, and gyrating around, Kofi Kingston will be the second worst WWE champion of all time. Next to Jinder fucking Mahal. Don't get me wrong, I love Kofi. His title reign lasted way too fucking long. His title reign should have ended at SummerSlam to Randy Orton. And then, if you want to book Orton versus fucking Brock Lesnar at the Fox show, you should have done that then. But knowing this company, you're going to have Kofi Kingston's title reign last past SummerSlam going in the fucking Fox in October. Well, guess what, Kofi? You are going to have your best match of your entire career, and you're going to lose to Brock Lesnar. I hope you people took a picture of Kofi Kingston wearing the WWE title, because starting next Friday, that is the last time ever Kofi Kingston is going to wear that said championship. I'm sitting here and I'm being completely fucking honest here. I love Kofi Kingston. Don't get me wrong. His title reign lasted too fucking long. Too fucking long. And like I said, Kofi's title reign should have ended at SummerSlam. Should have ended at SummerSlam. You think Kofi Kingston is going to get cheered next week? Fuck no. Fuck no. You know how many championships Brock Lesnar has won in that Staples Center? A bunch of them. You know how many big matches Brock Lesnar has competed in the Staples Center? A whole bunch of them. A whole bunch of them. Believe me. If I'm in that arena next week, if I'm in the Staples Center next week, I swear on everything I fucking love, this crowd better be anti-Kofi Kingston next week. Anti-Kofi Kingston. I'm cheering for Brock more than Kofi next week. Get the title off of Kofi as soon as fucking possible. And next week is going to be the perfect opportunity to take the title off of Kofi. Only for Kofi to drop it to Brock, only for Brock to drop it to Roman at WrestleMania. Because you have to tell the fact that Roman came back from cancer, that Roman almost died from this cancer, and he came back, survived cancer, won the Rumble, and won the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. I already know what's going to happen between now and WrestleMania. It's that fucking predictable. Do I want Brock as champion? No. But at the same time, it's good for Fox. Fox wants Brock as champion. You better hope and believe Fox is getting Brock as champion going into fucking October. Best and believe that. Fox paid $1 billion for this company to have SmackDown Live on their fucking channel on October 4th. Best and believe, whatever Fox wants, they will get. They will get. Kofi Kingston sound pretty fucking confident. Well, guess what? You're losing next week to Brock Lesnar. Get used to it. Get used to it. We got Chad Gable versus Mike Kanellis. Mike Kanellis is a fucking loser on the main roster. You signed a 5-year deal with this company. Do you fucking regret it, Mr. Mike Kanellis? The fact that Mike, Maria, and Rusev is going to be on the fucking Maury show is a fucking joke. Don't get me wrong, I love Maury, I love his TV shows, but at the same time, come on. A baby daddy situation on live television? Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Seriously? Is that even necessary to have? This company's a fucking joke. Chad Gable goes one-on-one with Mike Kanellis. If you blinked, you missed the match. Gable wins with a fucking ankle lock to Mike Kanellis, and he tapped out faster than you can fucking breathe. I bet you Mike doesn't last well in bed either, because that match was a fucking quickie. No wonder why she's fucking pregnant. No wonder why. Chad Gable wins. Suddenly, Elias was on the screen, calling Gable Shorty. Shorty. Then he sang a little song about how Gable is an underdog, but if it were to Elias, Gable would be fired. That was it. Boring. Moving on to the show. Charlotte Flair was looking for Carmella, and R-Truth said he hasn't seen her. Mella came out and said that is okay. That is okay. Then he talked about the tag team match later on tonight. We get a match between Charlotte and Carmella versus Bayley and Sasha Banks. Now, I wonder who's going to win this matchup. If Sasha Banks is in a one-on-one match, or a tag team match, or a 6-woman tag, or an 8-woman tag, or a 10-woman tag, Sasha is not losing. So by default, Sasha and Bayley has to win this match. Sasha and Bayley wins. Mella took the tag and hit a crossbody on Banks before landing a super kick for a 2 count that was broken up by Bayley. Carmella sent Bayley out of the ring, and then Sasha locked on the Banks statement. Carmella taps out. Sasha and Bayley win. Charlotte Flair just stood there while Mella tapped. So Charlotte loses here. R-Truth picked up Carmella and ran off as a bunch of jobber women ran off after her. You know who was the woman that ran after fucking Carmella? Amber Moon, Asuka, and Kairi Sane. Let me repeat that if you didn't hear me. Amber Moon, Asuka, and Kairi Sane ran after and chased after the 24/7 championship. At this point, if I'm Asuka, if I'm Kairi Sane, if I'm Ember Moon, I'm giving either Triple H a call or wait till your contract expire and go to AEW. This company is a fucking joke. Just know. This company is a fucking joke. A fucking joke. The fact that you have Ember Moon, Asuka, and Kairi Sane to go after the 24/7 championship, what the fuck were you thinking? Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Are you fucking serious? The 24/7 championship is garbage. Garbage. The 24/7 championship is just more useless and much more pathetic than slice wrestling on Twitter. Yeah. Shot. Hop off my dick, slice wrestling. Hop off my dick. Just saying. The 24/7 championship is just as more fucking worthless than all these fucking cretins that say Monday Night Raw is a good fucking show every single week. God, I'm on a fucking roll. My God. I'm on a fucking roll. Bayley and Banks tried to gang up on Flair, and then Becky Lynch came out to fight both of them off. Guess what? Guess what? It was confirmed during the show, going towards the end of the show, before Shane and KO's segment on this lawsuit, that next week, October 4th, SmackDown on Fox, Staples Center in Los Angeles, we're getting Charlotte and Becky against Bayley and Sasha Banks. We've seen this match 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. At Madison Square Garden. People want to sit there and tell me, oh, you know, the reason why we got this match is because it's important to Madison Square Garden. The match was fucking garbage. The match was fucking garbage. Now, we're getting this match again, this time next week on SmackDown at Madison Square Garden, on the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Why are you putting, and I'm going to say the same thing I said back then, I'm going to say the same thing I'm going to say now. Why are you putting Becky and Sasha in the same ring, in the same match, when they're fighting inside Hell in a Cell just 2 days later? You put those four women in a tag team match on the go-home show before Clash of Champions, and I shit on it back then. I'm gonna shit on it on Friday next week. Why in the blue fuck are you putting Becky and Sasha in the same ring at the same time with just 2 days before their Hell in a Cell match? Then people are gonna say, "Oh, Chris, the reason why they're having this match is because it's important for Fox. It's important for the Staples Center in Los Angeles, man." I guarantee you that's how they fucking sound like. I guarantee you that's how Slice Wrestling sounds like. Man, Chris, you know, can you give me some clout, bro? DJ Storms, can you give me some clout? I bet that's exactly how he sounds. No cap. Ali versus Nakamura. Can I ask why the fuck are we getting this match? Can somebody in the comment section explain to me why in the blue fuck are we getting this match? Didn't Ali beat Nakamura just a few weeks ago, a few months ago? Can I ask why? Hello? Anybody there? Hello? If anything, we shouldn't have this match. They should have gone with a segment instead of this matchup, and you give me Ali versus Nakamura at Hell in a Cell for the IC title. At this point, you thought anybody but Kofi is accurate. Anybody but Nakamura is more accurate. Nakamura is a dead act. And I hate to say that about Shinsuke Nakamura. He was a fucking god in NXT main roster. He's fucking garbage in the fucking main roster. Garbage. Garbage. And to be honest with you, that's not his fault. It's not his fault. The way this company is booking him is like as if he's a fucking afterthought after NXT. One thing I will say though about Sami Zayn, he is great on the microphone. He is so good on the fucking microphone. He's so good. He's so good on the microphone. Nakamura wins with a King Sasha. Now we thought that Ali was going to win this, was going to get an IC title match. Now with Nakamura beating him, he gets nothing. Use your brains, folks. Use your fucking brain. We get a matchup between the New Day and B Team. No. Fuck the B Team. Fuck the B Team. Fuck the B team. Yes, yes, yes. Don't really care if this was a fucking squash. New Day wins with the midnight hour. Do you care? You care about the B team? No. I don't. I sure as hell don't. Now this was the best part of the show. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This was the best part of the show. They showed Fire and Desire backstage. Mandy was handing out issues of Maximum Australia, where she's on the cover. Otis asked her for a selfie and started perving out to the image that Tucker seemed to approve of. Listen, the face of Mandy Rose, her face expression during that selfie, my God. Fucking priceless. It was just fucking hilarious. That was the best part of the show. That, Fire and Desire and Tucker and Otis just made me fucking laugh. Listen, I love Heavy Machinery. When they go to Fox, or should I say when the draft is happening, I hope Heavy Machinery gets drafted to SmackDown. I think they're a SmackDown superstar. I think they're a SmackDown tag team. I hope after the draft, I mean, if they are a SmackDown tag team, I just hope that they stay on SmackDown, because SmackDown, especially on Fox, you're going to need those type of guys. And Tucker and Otis. You're going to need those type of guys. You really are. You're going to need those type of guys. Listen, Otis is a treasure, dude. He is a fucking treasure. He's fucking hilarious. I love Otis, bro. I love Otis. He's fucking hilarious. We get the Kabuki Warriors versus Fire and Desire. My eyes deceive me. We got Asuka and Kairi Sane on this show. Wow. They are a fucking afterthought on the main roster. An afterthought. At this point, like I said, if I'm Ember, Asuka, or Kairi Sane, you better call Triple H or call AEW when your contract expires. Because my God, this company does not deserve your fucking services whatsoever. Kabuki Warriors win. Kairi Sane hits the insane elbow for the win. Golf clap. Do you care? No. Do you care? No. And to be honest, also, another thing why they did this with Corbin last night with his theme song. They put some King royalty type music to mash up with his theme. On this show, you mash up Kairi Sane's music with Asuka's music. It sounds fucking terrible. If there's one thing I want to fucking change in this company, do not fucking use smash up music. I hate it. It sounds fucking terrible. It sounds terrible. Kairi Sane's music and Asuka's music together, smashed up, sounds fucking god-awful. It sounds fucking terrible. Terrible. We get the Shane McMahon and Kevin Owens segment to end the show. My God. Shane came down with his attorneys and invited Kevin Owens out. Meanwhile, Greg Hamilton announced Shane McMahon as the best in the world. Shane McMahon. I could do a better job than fucking Greg Hamilton. Low key, I could. I don't have the lyrics power to do so, but I can try. Shane came down with his attorneys and invited Kevin Owens out. Shane said he could keep KO in court for years and years and years. And then he offered him a clean slate. Owens called Shane an idiot, just like all these fucking creators on social media, an idiot, and said this makes him sick. The people on social media on Twitter makes me sick. Then he said that makes him sicker and being in the same locker room as him. I have to fucking deal with fucking cretins, dumbasses, casual dumb fucks, and degenerates on social media on a daily basis. And that makes me sick. Owens said that this is all about seeing Shane McMahon's ass get fired. Wouldn't we love to see Shane get fired? I would love so. Then Kevin Owens suggested one final match. And I'm thinking to this point, my God, if they put them inside Hell in a Cell, I'm not reviewing the fucking show. I said it at that point as if I'm watching the fucking show. If they put McMahon and Owens back at Hell in a Cell, inside Hell in a Cell, I am not covering the fucking show. I'm not. If Owens wins, then Shane's gone from the company. Well, then if Shane wins, Shane gets what he wants and KO is done with WWE. But if KO wins, then Shane's gone from WWE. He said there's no catch. Instead, this will be a ladder match. Okay. This is different, which I like. This is different, but at the same time, you're giving Shane McMahon TV time if this match happens either next week or at Hell in a Cell. I'm going to sit here and predict this match happens next week on SmackDown. On Friday Night SmackDown next week. I guarantee you that happens because they want to stack up that show as much as possible. They want to stack up that show as much as possible. As much as fucking possible. You might as well do this match next week on SmackDown. You might as well. You might as well. Backstage, Becky Lynch was doing an interview with Kayla Braxton, Bay, in the final moments, and Banks jumped her. The two brawled in the back until Banks took control and smashed Lynch's face all around the backstage area until officials pulled Banks off of her. And that's how SmackDown says goodbye to the USA Network. This show was boring. This show was a complete waste of time. And to be honest with you, if you gave this show a 7, 8, 9, or 10 out of 10, you're a fucking casual dumb fuck. This show was nowhere near interesting. My rating for the show, a 4 out of 10. No matter if I scratch that, a 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10. One thing I liked about SmackDown was how their cameras felt weird. The cameras felt weird. The cameras, it looked good. No, it felt weird. The cameras look good, though. The cameras look good. Especially with the show and everything else. That's a positive for me. The fact that they had new cameras and shit. The cameras look more sports-like feel and stuff like that. I like that. The camera had a new look. I like that. They came off really, really good. With Otis and Mandy Rose, that was good. And then the Daniel Bryan versus Eric Rowan match, the match was decent. The match was pretty decent. And that was it. Nothing in the show did anything for me. They build towards next week for SmackDown on Fox. That's what they had to do. They had to build towards fucking SmackDown next week. That's what I had to do. We don't have a SmackDown women's tournament for Hell in a Cell. We don't have a tag team tournament for Hell in a Cell. I doubt if we even get a WWE Championship match at Hell in a Cell. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. If anything, if they're booking Bayley versus Charlotte, that's going to happen with what? 2 days of build? 2 days of build if you're playing this match. 2 days of build. I had to just shit on the show, guys. I just had to. The show was fucking god-awful. People were saying that SmackDown was a good show. How? Can I ask how? You're a fucking dumbass if you think SmackDown was a good show tonight. Just boring. It's just boring and lackluster here tonight on SmackDown Live. Especially on the final SmackDown show of USA because they're moving to Fox next week. I will say this, though. SmackDown next week is looking pretty good next week. It's looking pretty good. The only match that I'm looking forward to next week is Brock and Kofi. That's the only match I'm looking forward to out of that whole entire card. Unless they put KO and Shane in their ladder match next week on SmackDown. That's another match I would probably be looking forward to as well. That's just about it. And that, folks, is the reality of things right here on SmackDown Live Review right here on the Reality Podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoy SmackDown Review, hit that thumbs up, leave a comment down below what you guys thought of SmackDown Live tonight. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to show your support by hitting that subscribe button down below and turn on those bells, guys, for notifications. SmackDown Monday Night Raw Review live on the channel right now. Episode 60 and 59 of the Reality Podcast as well. Live on the channel as well as NXT Review from this past week. Link to all these videos will be in the annotation above that you see on the upper hand corner of your screen. This is the official home of the Reality Podcast, and make sure you are following your boy Chris on social media. Twitter, Chris from Loring. Snapchat, Chris was hating. And like I said, folks, if you guys are enjoying the content, be sure to show your support by hitting that subscribe button down below and turn on those bells, guys, for all notifications. I will see you guys Thursday for NXT review. I have work tomorrow. I have NYCFC tomorrow with their final home game of the regular season tomorrow. So I will watch NXT when I get home, and then tomorrow, well, Thursday, early Thursday, you guys will get NXT review live on the channel coming on Thursday. So no upload tomorrow because I have work tomorrow. I have NYCFC. And then after NYCFC, I'm off for the next 8 days because the Yankees will have their Chase Tours Championship number 28, which starts on October 4th. So let's see about that. Guys, I am Chris. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, share the video all over social media. I'll see you guys on Thursday for NXT review. Till then, I am Chris. Talk to you guys later.